that busy trying to get prepared for going away tomorrow. I did remember to do a live for the night this morning, but I totally forgot. Rushing back and forward with the kids. Leslie's at work. I've had to go back down to Asda because when I went the first time today, I'd been and bought new clothes rather than search for the ones that I've already got here, because most of the ones don't fit me anymore. So I've had to go clothes shopping today for this weekend, and I've been packing my bag basically. So that's the reason as why I'm late. That's my excuse, and that's what I'm sticking with. So sorry about the lateness. I'll wait for people to come on. No Leslie tonight, I'm afraid. Like I say, she is currently at work. Bought some more clothes for Leslie as well. Hello Andrew, Dino. It's Beetroot Dean. Hello Beetroot Dean. I've been very busy today. I've been for my haircut, getting prepared, getting sorted. Hello Andy, thanks for the reminder, mate. See, it's always handy when somebody reminds you. I hope you like your pictures, Andy. The ones that I've been changing over for you.
I thought your hair looked different.
What do you mean my hair looked different?
Like when I came out, I thought your hair looked different.
I had a haircut this afternoon. You've seen this since this afternoon. I picked you from school at 5:15. You think my hair looks different?
I thought you just put it to the side.
Yeah, I do. Hello, Ian. Thank you very much, Dean. Like I say, I'm not expecting much at all. That is not Leslie. That is Sky. I'm not all ready for tomorrow, Andy. No, I'm not all ready at all. I still need to get Leslie's clothes and everything sorted because, like I say, she's been at work between 2 and 11 today. So I've had to sort that out, which I'm busy doing. I've had to go get the bag out the loft. First bag that I got, first suitcase I got, the zipper's jammed. So I had to get my other big bag out, so I've had to do that. Then, like I say, I went as earlier on, I picked some stuff up. And I had jeans and everything, all new jeans sorted out, new underpants and stuff like that. And I ended up leaving them on the side and just picking up the tops. So I was thinking, then I was starting to pack up just before there, about an hour ago, and I thought, bloody hell, where's my jeans? I looked at the receipt and I was like, there's no jeans on here. I must have left them in the shop. So I've just been back to Asda and spent another £100. But it's not just clothes for this weekend, obviously it's clothes for going forward as well, with us going back in the office at work and stuff, so it will come in handy either way. But the car's filled up, full of fuel, we've got drinks ready to go. I need to put the carry boxes. So I've got a couple of
Hi Leah.
Hello Leah, darling. I've got a cheap box, you know, on the wheels that you get from the shop, from the shows. I actually got one of them 2 years ago because it was on discount, because it was like it was a model which they just used and it didn't have the lid or anything.
Pink.
Yeah, the pink one. So I got that cheap. So I've got that one, and my sister-in-law actually bought us a black one as well, which I know exactly where it is. So I need to get that in the car. They're really handy to have because they'll charge you like 15-20 quid at the shows for them, or 25 quid for them, and but they are really handy to have. I know that Chris Marriott, because I was talking to him at Harrogate, he's got a fishing, it's like a bigger one which folds up and it's more collapsible, which is handy for a lot of the other drawers as well. But I might look into getting one of them for next time.
So it's handy when you go to shopping, you need a lot of shopping.
I will do, it will do. But I have been absolutely stowed off in English. I mean, I've been very busy today. It has been my day off. But getting prepped, I've been out in the garden. I've picked and had a quick look at some of the stuff that I'm taking. I picked the kids up, I've sorted them out, got the tea sorted, lots and lots of stuff. I even went to my grandma's this morning, and because I said I was going to go over to fit an aerial for her. So I went and fit the aerial for a living room, because it's just got the same laminate flooring as I've got, which mine's still 3/4 of the way done. She got all hers down, but the living room aerial comes in from one corner and it goes all the way to the other side. And I used to be aerial guy, so I used to fit the aerials and the cables and stuff, and I've still got a few of the gears. You came with us one day. Yeah. We did me little apprentice. She was little at the time. Shut up.
Growth spurt.
It was, I. So I got everything sorted, got the aerial made up, and a lot of people, there was already a satellite dish cable running from where the aerial is up the roof down into the front room, so I was just going to reuse that cable because it's coming behind the TV. So I use that. If you've been following me for a while now, you'll know that I think it was 5 years ago, I had an accident. I came off a set of A-frame ladders like that, and Gareth likes it too. Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
came,
just a towel on me, yeah.
I came off the second run, and I ended up causing myself damage to me left forearm, and caused myself ulnar nerve damage, and that's what's left that beautiful scar there, like a Wonder Woman scar.
Look, you missed Elizabeth's name.
That caused a lot of problems. That caused PSTD, which I didn't know at the time. It caused it led on to depression, all sorts. Lots of things happened from it, and it's an awful reminder when it happens. Now, I have had an issue with a ladder before. Grandad Dave's given us, and he gives a very old wooden ladder to climb, and I stepped on it, and the run snapped. So it was like bringing all sorts of memories back again. That was a couple of years ago when I was at the allotment, and then today I had everything sorted, everything done. I had the ladders up, aluminium ladders. I stepped up on the first run, stepped up on the second run, put my weight on the second run, and the second run snapped. It wasn't an aluminium run, it was a wooden run. It was like a bit of bamboo. So I went through that, and I had a heart attack, and it brought it all back again. I was like, oh my God, this is absolutely ridiculous. I was actually shaking up, ended up putting my tool jacket on inside out. I didn't realise until I got.
The wrong way around.
It was inside out. I didn't realise until I got to the top of the ladder, and I was trying to get my hands in the pockets, and the pockets were on the inside. The other way around. But anyways.
So did you have to go back down and turn it around?
Nah, I just carried on the best I could. Anyhow, I got that sorted out for my grandma. My grandma's over the moon. She's now got a television. It's got a TV sorted now, and just got a TV in our bedroom as well, which is the main thing. So
what are you doing with the hairbrush?
just anything that's around us, I'll just Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. So that's what I was doing this morning. Anyways, then I went to the garden, got stuff sorted, had a look to see what was going on. Actually, I emptied a couple of the potato buckets while I was there this morning. I didn't record it. The potatoes have been poor. For me, the potatoes have been poor in these 30-litre buckets. And also in the big bins that I've got, the used compost. I think it might have been because it's basically used compost, or could have been the neglect itself as well. But didn't really have a good result with them. I've watered everything. I watered the loofahs and the peppers and all of that stuff because they're still going as well. And I had a quick look at the cucumbers that I've got, and I'm very impressed with the cucumbers. I'm not going to get any place cards, not in a million years, but I'm very pleased with the size of the heavy one, and I'll be quite interested to see what the weight is as well, because I'm going to leave everything for the weight until I get down there, and it's going to be a surprise for myself. My red cabbage, I've had to give it a bit of a clean off because it's starting to turn. I've dug half of that root ball up, just so that it doesn't take up much more. Anything else it doesn't take up too much in case it rains. I think it's due to rain tonight, because the last thing I wanted to do is to intake too much and pop, basically.
There you go.
So yeah, there's a chance of rain.
Wind.
It's windy and it's a chance of rain. So.
And the sun's rising at 7 o'clock.
So yeah, so that's been pulled a little bit. I'm not expecting to get anything with that. I'm going to get stuff on the bench. If they're on the bench, I'm happy. If I beat a personal best, I'm happy again as well. So it's going to be a surprise for me, as it will be for you guys as well. But I am pretty much there prepared. I need to finish off the bag that I'm taking, and then when I get down to when I get down to Morven tomorrow, it will be like a giant game of hide and seek from Chris Pugh. Because Chris Pugh's gunning for us because she hasn't seen us for 2 years.
Is she watching?
No, she's not watching.
The chat's very quiet.
You don't know Ian Sealed, it's been his worst year since he started growing giants. Andy, you never know, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing what how your called Robbie comes up against the others, because it's a beast. Gareth, my allotment is taking a step back, to be quite honest. It's weeds all over. Weeds all over. I need to get in, I need to get it all dug, I need to get it all covered and prepared for winter. But at the minute, my mind frame for the way I've been the past few months, I am not forgetting about the garden, but I'm looking forward to going away with the stuff that I've got. And then when I come back, it's time to kick it up a notch, get back into gear, get it all dug, get it all tidied, get it all sorted, and I'll be down there as often as I can. But I will get it done, we'll get it sorted anyways.
I've had a busy day.
You're going to bed. It's now 20 past 10, so have a very quickly what's your busy day then you're going?
I had an audition after school.
It was audition for what time of the year though?
December.
Aye. And what sort of songs were you singing?
Songs which you sing in December.
Songs which you sing in December.
I'm not allowed to say the word.
No, you're not allowed to say the C word, are you? No,
unless it's December.
Yeah, because it's only September. I'm not Halloween yet, so it's no C word. Like my poor, should I be scared? You should be scared. I'd be very scared. Be very afraid. Very afraid. Right, go get yourself out of bed then. I've got a busy day tomorrow. Well, you've got a busy day.
I don't have to go English or
You've got
anything.
to go to school. Right.
Well, I want to do a lesson.
Go on then, because you're 20 minutes past your bedtime. Go on. Don't make me go all dad voice on you.
I've got Spanish, English, product design, maths and geography tomorrow. Let's say the word in the chat.
Banned from saying the word. Hello, Anne. I hope you're doing well, Anne. Get away to bed. You're waiting for it, weren't you?
I know you were going to do it.
Right, go on then. Good night.
Night all. Bye.
Go on.
I'm waiting for them to say it in
Go and
the
get
chat.
a towel off. Go and get a towel off your head.
Turban.
It's not, it's a towel. Go and get a towel off your head.
There we go.
Is it dry? Is it dry? Your hair dry properly?
No.
You're going to have to take it elsewhere. You have to take the hairdryer elsewhere because you can't do it in here. Nobody will hear us. Everybody's saying good night.
Okay.
Please excuse the clothes that's sitting next to us here. They're all Kyle's.
They're getting ready for tomorrow.
You're technically folded. They'll get me done again.
We're getting them ready for tomorrow.
He's in a bit closer again.
Because we're stuck at Daddy's mummy's.
Yeah, so the kids are all stopping at my mum's and this guy's going to my grandma's and
Because we've got school.
the dogs are going to my cousins.
Do school.
Hello, Frank.
We can't go with Dad.
So Annie's saying night, Sky. Night. Annie's saying night. Gareth said night. Everybody else has said good night as well. So
We can't come with you because we've got school.
no, go do that in my bedroom because I just went to bed as well.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, if your sister's in your brother's room, you can do it in your room.
Right. That's confusing.
Go do it in your room if your sister's in your brother's room. Oh, absolutely fantastic. You know, Alan, sorry. I know you've had a lot of problems over the past few years, especially with health and obviously your hip and everything as well. If it wasn't one thing, it was another. If it wasn't one knee, it was another. Well, please, you've had a good year this year. For me, like I say, it's personal best. If I beat any personal best, it's great. I've already beaten my personal bests when it comes to the cucumber, which is great. I've got the longest so far is 28 inches. I'm not expecting to beat that, to be quite honest. Possibly 29. Nothing in the 30s. Nothing in the 30s for where the measure is from, because they don't measure from the curve. They measure from tip to tip. So potash basically, Gareth. So it depends on the feed and what time of year it is. When they start off young, I don't feed them because the compost feeds them until I pot them out. As soon as I've potted them out, after 4 to 6 weeks, I'll give them a bit of Chempac 2 just to keep the greenery up, and then when the fruits start to form, I'll hit them with some Chempac 2 and also some potash as well. So basically a balanced feed, because you want the potash for the fruit. It depends on if you want a long, if you want a heavy. It just depends on what it is. Sometimes you get lucky with it. 12 feet high. Hey, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. That and well done. I think that's nearly close to the one which I had outside the front of my house. A couple of years back, I did enjoy growing that sunflower. I miss not growing a lot of stuff. I miss the garden not being tidy as well, because I've been looking back at my own videos as well, and seeing where I've come from, because that always cheers us up. Seeing where I've been to where I am now. Some of it is slightly depressing, like, because I didn't have this much weeds from in previous years. It was all kept down and tidy, and horsetail wasn't a problem. It's amazing how it's only been a problem since I've taken over the garden. I mean, the guy who had the garden before me did have it, but it's nothing like it is at the minute. It's an absolute nightmare. I'm honestly considering covering the garden and just growing in pots in the polytunnels. Taking out all the stuff in the beds, covering the ground, filling the trenches up, paving slab in the bottom so the roots kind of get into the beds, because it's the only way I'm going to be able to keep on top of it. It's like just basically pave the whole garden. just so I don't have to. It's not a case of not dealing with it. It's just I don't have to bother keeping on top of it. Just pull it out where it comes through. Because that weed killer that I got, it was good stuff, but it didn't kill the root. It killed the top, but it didn't kill the root. It was the diamond, because it has knocked it back. And I am actually going to get some more, but I can't be buying that stuff every single year just to knock it back off the top. Because it's all in the beds and everything now, so I'll have to have a think about it anyways. I know, the more you break it, the more it spreads, I know. But when you try and dig it up, you can't not snap it. And it's worse because a tiny little bit like that will sprout up again and start spreading more. But it certainly is what it is. I did actually plan, I had planned a week ago, and this is where it's failed again. I did actually have plans on bringing Tom Chilton on today. So apologies, Tom, if you're watching this back. Like I say, I've been very, very busy with getting obviously everything else sorted for this weekend and stuff. I totally forgot about this live today, so I am going to have to leave it for a couple of more weeks, and I'm going to have to start planning what I'm going to do on the lives and things like that. A lot of the stuff that I do is just winging it. I'll show you what I'm doing this week and I'll wing it on the lives and stuff. But ideally, I really do need to start putting some plans together. Having guests on, doing a group chat when you come on yourselves, and obviously changing up a bit as well when Leslie's available. Because I don't know if I know you guys probably, but I do miss her not being here on the lives for a bit of back and forward. Because sitting here with me, just sitting listening to me yabbering on, I'm sure that gets quite boring. As I keep saying what's going up and down here. And like I say, content-wise, recently has been an absolute nightmare because I've not been down the garden. I've been spending time with the family basically. But everybody, I'm looking forward to getting stuff on the benches again. It was nice to see everybody at Harrogate. And a few faces as well, a few new faces, few old faces. It was nice to see everybody down there. It was a new venue as well, so it was different. I mean, leaving home at 3 o'clock in the morning, getting down there for 4:30, putting everything on the bench, and waiting from 4:30 till about 8 o'clock, 8:30 to go in, and then them opening the shop. It was a long day considering I left at like 3 o'clock. But it was really good seeing all what the guys doing. The onions were fantastic. There wasn't a lot of people entered stuff in the drying side of things. I don't know whether that's just because of the year we've had, or if it was because of the change in venue, because it's a little bit further up north, or what it was. But there was enough veg to cover every category, which was good. And there was some very impressive veg there as well, even for the quality stuff as well. Probably Nick, but welcome, by the way, nice to see you. You were remiss at the weekend. Obviously, I know you've taken a bit of time. You've taken the last year off with the onions. Are you going to Marvin at all, Nick? Yeah, I know a lot. And by the looks of things, when it comes to Marvin this weekend, they've actually come close to the ticket capacity. So when I last seen, they were 85%, and they've been having a few more problems on the website as well with getting tickets. So I think they're close to capacity with the tickets for this weekend. And I'm absolutely over the moon the fact that I booked my hotel rooms last year, because the price that I've paid for my hotel rooms for this year was the same price I paid for 3 nights. Alright?
I don't know if I took my phone upstairs with us or not, but it's up because I thought I put it down there when I picked the bed.
You got it?
No.
Right, I'll ping it. Right, do that. Sorry. Obviously I paid the same amount this year as I did previous years for the low spec room. I've getting the top spec room this time round, and I've getting in for an extra night as well for pretty much the same price, which is great. Oh, well done, Nick. Oh, I'll be ashamed. Well, anyway, I'm sure we'll catch up. Next year. I want to do visits. I've already done I said I've been down to see Dean Roberts. I've been down to see Dean Roberts in Derby. I've been down to see Brian, A Lot of My Life, Brian. And we've changed his gardening channel name. I think it's Gardening with Brian now. But he's in Manchester. I've been down to see him. I've been down to see Monty in Leeds from My Family Garden. I wouldn't mind doing a few visits next year. Like the likes of Tony from Simplified Gardening over in Wales. I like to pop down and see Chris as well. As much as she's a pain, it's still nice to get down that way. There's some absolutely fantastic gardeners down in Wales as well, which would be nice to get to. So a little trip down Wales. I also want I want to try and get like a camper van, a big enough one for me and the family as well, so that when we go away we'll just take the van sorted. I'm all about that at the minute. I know it's popular at the minute. Oh well, I'll tell you what, Nick, I'll hold you that, mate. I look forward to seeing how you get on with it. I know there's a few people coming back with onions as well. A few people are growing again next year. I'm not going to have anywhere near that. As long as I get over £10, I'll be happy. That's my target for next year, is a £10 onion. My personal best at the minute is 9.6 pounds. So I know I really need to write what my personal bests are as well. I'll have to go through my previous year's videos and have a look and start writing things down. Because each year I do it, I know that I'm breaking them, but I can't remember exactly what they were. Nick, there was some absolutely great onions down at Harrogate this year. Great onions. There was a lot of double digits, and there was a lot of entries as well, even for the 3 large ones. The quality onions, there wasn't very many entries, which is the reason as to why I'm not doing any leeks next year. I'm going to focus mainly on onions because I know I can grow a decent size onion. I know that I need to get them staged, the way in which they're set up and things, and I'm going to. I've had thoughts and things with that as well. I'm going to actually. I know they're expensive making cages, but I've already got pipe work, and I've already got some bamboo canes. I want to make some cones, because next year. I'm not going to grow in the onion house. The onion house, I'm not going to grow in the trench. I'm going to grow in pots. I'm going to leave it covered up, and I'm going to just grow in the pots a lot. So I'm going to put as many as I can fit in, not having them right up next to each other, because I know that I can. I know, Nick. I'm going to get the shed and everything sorted as soon as I come back from Malvern, and I'm going to get that all sorted, cleaned out, and prepped and ready to go. The growing's the straightforward part of growing with onions for quality. For me, it's after section. Obviously, you've got to have the right seed. You've got to look after them, make sure they're the right shape and things as well. Having the right amount of quality and quantity as well, so you can get a matching set. Because you need a matching set 3, a matching set 5, and that's what one of my main targets is next year for the quality side of things. I want to get a set of 3 and a set of 5. I've done all right this year with the onions I've managed to keep. I've got about 8 or 9 I can put back, so I'll be putting them back for seed, from my own seed, and I've got a lot of good seed already, and I've got some more good seed coming as well. So when I get back from Malvern, I will be focusing a bit on the quality onions, and that my aim next year, one of the key things will be getting on the quality bench for 3 or 5 onions. That's what I want to do, because like I say, I'm not going to be getting 14-15 pound onions. I'm not going to be. I say I'm not. I'm knocking myself down. It could happen. Could have a really good luck, and will do, Nick. No bother. You're going to get me into no bother, are you? Elias have been having some banter and things on Facebook. Hello, Dave. I seen you sneaking in there, mate. How are you doing? Are you alright? It's been a while since we had a chat, mate. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing alright. Hopefully I get to see you sometime. Looks like the same haircut as Mr. Stenner. Mr. Stenner. I don't know. But I tell you what I bet he doesn't have, which I realised when I got my haircut, I thought, oh, champion, I normally have a number 2 on the side, and there's a reason for it. but he said number 1 and I just agreed with it. I thought, oh, bugger, it's too late now. Now, I've had some lumps on the side of my head for a while now, and they're called polyps. They're basically like pimples, and you pop them and stuff. They're basically like having a runner bean in a pod. The way in which the doctor told me they were going to remove it 2 years ago, before COVID, was that they're going to slice across the top, and then they're going to pop it up and out in one whole go. And that was started really small. Take care, Nick. Will do. Not a problem. Thanks for calling in, mate. So yeah, I've got one at the top here, and I've got one here. And as soon as he took the hedge clipper, the hedge clippers, the hair clippers, took the hedge clippers. He went. As soon as he did that, I noticed it straight away. So as you can see, that's the polyp inside of my head there. It's not the smallest of things. It's awful. I think there's fluid on that section there as well, but I can't pop it, can't touch it. But it's just. I mean, it doesn't look the greatest when it's sticking out the side of the heat, does it? So I've got that one there, and I've got another one just above there, but that's not so bad. But that's how it started out. So I want to get them removed as soon as possible, especially this one. This one's a nightmare. This one, but it's not the most comfortable, like. How's things looking in your garden, Dave, mate? I've been following you when you've been putting your videos up. Sorry, I've not been in for the premieres. It's been a bit late when you've been uploading. To be honest, I've normally been in bed by 8, half 8. When Leslie's at work, I normally put Kate to bed, and I normally go and jump in bed. See if I can get a bit more sleep, because I need my beauty sleep, you see. I also got today, start next year, I got my King seed catalogue through the door. I haven't even opened it up yet. But I'm starting to get more questions as well in regards to where to get seed from. And I mentioned it in the previous video as well. So if you're after giant veg seed, you can apply it to the EGVGA, and also you can ask on like the Facebook groups as well. Always get the plots coming in now. Just want to get beds for some cow manure. Oh, you're getting some cow manure delivered, are you? Because ideally I would love some cow manure. I've got some horse manure which is from last year, which is rotted down, but I didn't have the greatest of years with it on the beds. I don't know why, but I didn't. But I've got that to put on the garden for next year, and we'll just have to see how things go with it, to be honest. I'm going to grow my marrows at the bottom of the garden and feed that, and also grow some in my plot as well next year, as I originally planned this year as well. Because I'm going to be growing marrow. I want to grow for all the novice sections at Harrogate. I want to grow for novice marrow. I want to grow for novice long runner bean. Oh mate, I'll have to get the number from you. I'll have to get the number. That'll be handy. I want to grow novice longest runner bean, novice tomato, novice novice marrow. I want to also grow the for long cucumber for Harrogate, and also for the green cabbage, which I've got cabbage, which is great. Oh, Tony, your ears must have been burning, mate. Yeah, I was laughing at that footage. I've been waiting for that footage of that the roof collapse for a while since that Tony started mentioned it, to be honest. And I mentioned that I'll be looking into doing some touring next year, hopefully. Fingers crossed, heading down your way. We'll try super soil that's going around. Steve from Kenny. Alright, okay. Super soil, Frank, eh? Evening, Ollie. Oh, I'm pleased about that, Tony. It'll be nice once you get everything all sorted and get ready to go again. Oh, don't worry, I will. Tony will be. It's on the plan. Like I say, I want to get planned. I want to see, obviously, see Chris and everybody as well. And there's a few more people down in Wales your way as well. Don't need to worry about that, mate. Little and often, get one area done before we move to the next. It's the standard stuff that we all preach. We need to take it into consideration ourselves as well. That's exactly what I'll be doing when I get back from Malvern. I'll be doing little, even if it's just a small task, just get done little and often, and seeing how things go from there. Because I say I'm off until next Wednesday now, so even when I come back on Monday, I'm off Tuesday to get started in the shed. Woohoo. Get all the vitapods cleaned down, get everything taken out the shed that doesn't need to be in there, get my fans back in the shed. I might have to get a couple of little fans for inside the vitapod, to have the air blown. Oh, that's a shame, Tony. I know you did mention it. You did say it is a shame that you cannot make it down. I've even taken next. I've already got my holidays booked in next year for the show. I need to know exactly when the Harrogate show is though, because it's the next year. It's always the last weekend in September, but the weekend falls on the last day. So the Saturday is the last day in September, and the first is the day after. So I don't know whether they're going to be doing it on the week before, and obviously Harrogate the week before that. So I'll just have to potentially wait and see. But I've definitely taken the last weekend, full weekend in September off next year. Hey Tony, that would be absolutely fantastic. That'd be great. That another friendly face on the bench, and like say, a bit to put all of your focus on it as well. That'll be really good. I've just been going through my seeds earlier on. I don't know if it's earlier next year. I don't know. I'm going to be asking a few questions when I go down. I'll ask the guys at Canada and stuff as well to see if they know what's happening, see if anybody else knows what's happening. Strange the fact I'm going to be going down this weekend to go. When's it on next year? Apparently beginning of September. Oh God, then I'll need to know because I need to book the hotels, because I normally book the hotels as soon as we're finished up for the year. So I'll speak to Paul. I'll speak to some of the judges and that when I'm down there as well, and some of the stewards, and see what they can say. See if they can let me know what's happening. But Harrogate in the past has always Malvern has always been the last weekend in September, and Harrogate was originally the second week in September, but it's moved this year to the third week in September, as it did last year as well. So it was the third week in September last year. So I don't know if we're going to follow on with that pattern again as well. But if you didn't get a chance to get to Harrogate, Harrogate was an absolutely fantastic. It was a really nice place. The Newby Hall was really nice as well. Oh, Dave, that'll be interesting, mate. It'll be interesting. You had an absolute corker, didn't you? Well, I'll have to wait and see. Tyrone, he's been quiet. He's been saying he doesn't think there's some world records not going to be broken this year, with the Marrows and stuff. I doesn't think anything. So unless he's been flying shy with it, we'll have to wait and see. But I know Tyrone's going to be. He's got some seed and stuff as well, which he'll be taking. A few other people have been quiet as well. So until we see it on the bench, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But as I was saying earlier on, Tony, as long as I've beaten my own personal best, I'm happy. I've got a suite to take down this year as well, which I'll be lifting tomorrow. I'll be handballing it for weight, see what it weighs. If I can find me luggage scales, I might take them down to the garden actually and just give it away. I think I found them. I think they're there. Anyways. No, Mark, you'll not beat Mark. No, I've seen pictures of Mark's Mara. That'd be good. Very fun. Is it do with the light from the living room as well? Does it change the front? Is that what they do? They turn dark, don't they? They turn dark when the light hits them. Since the barber put hair gel or whatever it was in my hair the day, all I smelled is bubble gum. I smell like a kid's sweet shop. I know, I seen it. Oh, I was devastated. A lot of people have had a lot of splits and stuff as well. And if what you're saying is right with the shows going earlier, then obviously I'm gonna have to rethink when I put my stuff in. Oh, the normal glasses. All right. Oh, right. So they've got the ones on the bottom. So when you look down, right. Oh, I get it. I know the rain's been a bit of an absolute pest. That's where we need to be thinking like lifting some of the roots up so that it doesn't intake too much water at the time. But you can never. Mother Nature's Mother Nature, isn't it? Everything is blurry. Mate, you've picked somebody else's goggles up. I give them back the boots. You can see that walking in the boot. I ain't taking them. Take them back. Oh, aye, but I'm pretty much nearly sorted. The plan tomorrow is I'm gonna take the kids. I'm gonna take the kids to school. And I'm gonna get back. Take the animals to the holiday place with my cousin, and then I will be getting the car prepped, make sure the kids have all got their stuff sorted where they're staying. Then I'll be going to get the veg, get it and put in the car. 2 years ago I took a giant cabbage down to Malvern, and me thinking I was clever, put a big orange bucket in the back of the car, and I filled it up with water, and I put the cabbage in it so that the roots were taking up the water. Well, I took the Lotman Road out, I turned left, I turned right into the street, and the cabbage fell over, as did the water, and the water went all over the back of the car, and it ended up stinking the car out. And it was damp and it was stinking, it stunk forever and ages. So I've decided of making a change. Instead of taking water with a base in it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the roots out, I'm going to wrap a damp tea towel around them, or a towel around them, to try and keep them fresh, so that when I get down to Malvern, when I cut the roots off, the least last obviously a good while. That's the plan anyways. But I've got to go down to Leslie's new car, so I need to get like a cover for the bottom of the boot, and when I lower the seats down and stuff as well. So I've got that sorted out in the morning. I could probably do that as well, Tony, but it's going to be difficult, full stop, driving 6 hours down the road. Driving 6 hours down the road with a cabbage. It was an absolute nightmare 2 years ago because we got stuck in traffic as well, and I took a wrong turn. The car stank like an old folks home. It was stinking. I hope to actually get the cabbage in, because the top, there's one of the leaves started decaying away in the heart. And I've got my hand right in, and I've cleaned it all out the best I could, and I've getting a cloth in, and I've getting it all taken out and stuff. What are you doing? Sorry, the dog. What's the matter with you? Oh, didn't give us that right. There was no point, Dave. There was no point. That was only me. At Harrogate. So I drove down 3 o'clock in the morning. Got there, put the show on, and then I went back home in the afternoon. We didn't get tickets for the Saturday, so I didn't go down on the Saturday. And Andy, thanks Andy, has picked my stuff up that I wanted, and my card as well that I got for the fifth place heavy rhubarb, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. Totally didn't see it when I was recording. When I was recording, they didn't have the place cards out yet. They did have the weights on, but didn't have the place. They didn't have the place cards. And he says his car was stinking after the kohlrabi. He'd been in it 20 minutes, never mind 4 hours. Well, people started dropping like flies, Dave. And then the camper van that I was going to take, my auntie didn't get back in contact with us neither. So she never got in contact with us and it was going to be 120 quid for the stay over, which to be honest isn't bad for the full 4 days. But I had to get back because Leslie needed to work and the kids needed picking up and stuff as well, so it was inconvenient for me. So I ended up just staying on the Friday, and then I didn't bother going back down. Had a couple of days off with the kids and stuff and took them out and stuff like that, spent a bit of time with them. Yeah, it was 120 quid for Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. So it was for 3 nights. So it was like 40 quid a night. But then again, if you're stopping in a hotel, it's going to be 35 quid a night. So it's not that far off. That's what I pitch. Camping, Dave. Did it drop down to 60 without power, did it? Alright, okay. Oh, there you go. Drop to 60 without power. But it didn't really fuss me. I wouldn't mind paying it if it needed to be paid, but like I said, I didn't get a chance to. I just drove down that day. It was only an hour and a half down the road. It wasn't too bad, to be honest. By the time I got the Tyne Tunnel, it was only 45 minutes. But I say it was, for being at the new place, it was a adequate size. You got to see the obviously Newby Hall as well, which was nice. And it would have been nice to have a catch up with everybody and everybody that stays, like, but that's what I'm looking forward to at Malvern, because I know a lot of people are going down Malvern, and we're staying above the pub, so that should be fun. There's a couple of days where I'll be leaving the car as well, and we'll just be getting a taxi down to the show, so I can test all of the gins in the big gin tent, and all of the cider at the cider tent. The cider, the perry, the gin, and we'll get Leslie to take her ID this year so she doesn't get ID'd. So if anybody on here or watching back is going down and you see me stumbling, I've just probably walked from the gin tent. But I'm looking forward to meeting up with Nigel. I'm looking forward to seeing Andy again. I'm looking forward to seeing Ian Neil and Tyrone and Mark and everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Cannot wait. It's more so I'm looking forward to Lion. Not that I'll get one, like. My body clock will still be up 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably wake up on Friday morning thinking that I've got to go to work. That's what it's been like recently. It's like, what am I going to do work today? Give yourself a chance to wake up, Dean. But I've get me. If I go back to Harrogate or go to Malvern, I would definitely not be drinking the night before. I guess you will, dear. You will. You can't say that you're not, because you will. When we go down to Malvern, we will be pretty much having a little drink every night. Yeah, it was. Like I say, it was nice seeing a lot of people. There was lots and lots of people there with some fantastic stuff. Why is there another child out of bed for? Who's this thing?
Still can't find it.
Right, well, you're not going to be able to do nothing with it in a minute. Get that phone.
It's definitely doesn't charge.
Right, well, I'm sorry, what would you like me to do? Can I get Elizabeth's phone from my bedroom, because that's where it'll be on charge, and find iPhone? Sorry, went into dad mode. She got sent to bed half an hour ago and she's still wandering on the floor because she can't find her phone. Which, the only way to be able to find a phone is, in fact, give us a second, guys. Sorry, give us a second. Apologies about that. Right, just had to select find iPhone, that to sort it out. She's not going to bed. Hello, Dave. So I was saying, so Dave, the other Dave says that if he goes to the next show again, he's not going to be drinking the night before the show. Tell him he's soft. Tell him to pack it in. I thought he was better than that. Or is it just old age, Dave? I've not hidden that phone anywhere. It's her responsibility. They've all been told they need to keep a hold of them. They're not cheap pieces of equipment, and that's what frustrates us the most. Dave, that's exactly what it was, mate. It was a lack of sleep. You can blame Beetroot Dean about that. I'm going to get a knock on the door a minute. I found it. I'm not going to be long. I'm going to get myself sorted again because I've got to get some stuff. I've got to get Leslie's clothes now. I've packed my side up. I just need a couple more tops. And I need to get... I've got some new trainers. Worst thing I've done, I've gotten some new boots. Some new boots to walk in. They look nice with the clothes that I've picked up. But of course, they need to be broken in. And what am I going to do? Where am I going to break them in? I'm going to break them in walking around Malvern, aren't I? I'm going to have sore feet. just to look a bit better. But I'm not looking forward to that. Like, I'm not looking forward to having sore feet. I'm going to have to see if I can get a couple of little pop-up chairs as well, just to have a little carry round for Leslie for her back. because our backs went again, sadly. But we'll just have to see what's what. Have you got a new Lost the Plot t-shirt? Are you wearing that monkey one? I'm still wearing the monkey one, mate. I need another one. I do need to get another one. I need to have a think about I need to have a think about the design and stuff like that, and I would like to get a few printed off, to be honest. Or if we get a chance to, we can go out and see that bloke that you got the last one's done, because I was impressed with the quality of them. I know that Dave's all sorted. No, mate, it's upstairs. I need to go get a couple of more tops. So I'll get a couple more tops, because I'm going to wear that one day. I don't wear it. I'm on the show every day. Selfless promotion. Not very good when I'm sitting Perry and cider and gin, and I'm sitting on me social media top on. Oh, sweet, that's good. Well, we sort something, like I say, sort something out, because I wouldn't mind getting some more. Nah, Andrew, I'm not really into that sort of stuff. Like I say, it's more hassle than what it's worth. I've done in the past. I've done a few t-shirts in the past. I've done a few mugs. I've done some key rings and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing. I didn't advertise, but I have done some stuff. Speedy Stitch and Wilco's No Shields. Is that what it is? Is it? All right. I'll have to save that. Hold on. Sorry, I was trying to take a screenshot and it didn't take a screenshot. Where is it? There we go. Press the wrong button. Honestly, I'm just not with it tonight. Well, I've screenshotted that now so I can see where it is. Oh, everybody's leaving it. Hello, Martin. Hey, Martin. Not be long, mate. We'll be having a sup, having a bevy. What time you getting down to Morven, Martin? I think we're planning on getting down for around about 6 p.m, 6 o'clock, between 6 and 7. Straight down to the veg tent, get everything. In fact, I don't think we're going down tomorrow. I think we're going down for Friday. We're going down tomorrow night. We'll be getting there between 6 and 7 to get our stuff on the bench and get back to the hotel, get sorted out, then straight back, and then have something to eat down in the hotel and catch up with everybody. That's the plan for tomorrow evening once we get down there. Oh, we've all went quiet. I know we've only got 18 people on here. Thanks everybody for who's put the thumb up as well. Thank you very much. I can see that's 10 people have done it so far. So thank you very much. Like I say, everybody says the same, because it does do it. It does help with everything as well. So thanks everybody again. Oh, that's gone funny, that. Oh. Excuse me. 1:45 on Friday. Near by that, mate. I'll be in the beer garden by then. What? Where are you stopping, Andy? Are you stopping at Foley's as well? Dave, will do, mate. Will do. No, but Andy, what I'll do, mate, I'll send you. I think I've already done it actually. I think I've already sent you my mobile number. Because there's the signal for mobile, the reception for mobile, and also the internet is a bit funny down there. I think, if memory serves. I don't know if it's improved or not, right? But I'll send you my mobile number if I haven't already done so. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I'll catch up with you tomorrow, you know. And actually, here's Martin. I did read your message earlier on. Sorry, I've been really busy this afternoon. But I'll be hiding from her till I get sorted out. I've already got one back to carry. I don't need another one. Dave, you're not sharing a room, Andy. Yeah, but you're sharing. You're not even coming, man. Honestly, I think you should. I've spoken. Hopefully, fingers crossed. John and Leah come along next year, so we'll see. £100 night. That's pretty much what it is, isn't it? Hopefully, we'll have a few more people coming down next year. That would be quite nice, because it would be nice to have like a full weekend away with obviously more friends and stuff as well. Wrong with the buddy said no. Do you know what it is, Dave? I think you're full of it, mate. I think you're full of rubbish, because I stayed at Dean's house and I slept in the room next door. I didn't hear no snoring. I think you just made it up. So what I'm showing, I am showing long cucumber, heavy cucumber, red cabbage, and also a heavy sweet. That's what I'll be taking with me, and that's what I'll be putting on the bench, hopefully, as long as it doesn't get disqualified. I need to get, in fact, I need to check the. I think it's 75 ml for the root for the cabbage. So I need to take a tape measure with us as well, and a saw. Unless I just cut it when I'm up here, like I could just cut it, couldn't I? Just cut it and wrap it. Cut and wrap. I'll cut it and wrap it tomorrow. I've got the saw to go. I'm not taking the saw down to Malvern with us. It'll last as long as it lasts. It's 75. I thought it was 75 ml. So if I take 75 ml, so it's that much at the back. Something like that, anyways. But I'll be taking the red cap. I'm more looking forward to, once again, get this sorted out, get this here done. I've got my seeds. I'm looking forward to getting ready to go again. I'll start putting some money away for the compost and stuff as well. Obviously next thing can be Christmas, so if there's any overtime, I'll have to get the overtime put in for Christmas time as well. Martin, that was a fantastic achievement with the pumpkin, mate. Fantastic achievement with the pumpkin. I'm really surprised that it's going to be quite busy at Malvern this weekend, because Chelsea's on exactly the same time. So I think it's just going to be a case that all the toffs are going down to Chelsea, and all the normal folk will be going to Malvern. Because you can't be in two places at once, can you? So, but right, I think I'm going to be calling it an evening, because I'm starting to flacker here, and I've got an hour before Leslie finishes work. I've got to get her some clothes down, I've got to get myself a drink, and I've got to get the kids' stuff packed as well. So I'm going to love you all and leave yous. Is anybody any questions or anything like that before I do shoot off? See if anybody's got anything else, any questions out there before I shoot away. Yes, I'll see you Friday morning, and I'll see you tomorrow night, Andy, and see everybody else as well. If anybody is going down, like I say, please feel free to come say hello to her. Love speaking to you guys, and once again, I reiterate it again, please do introduce who you are, because I'm no good with faces, especially over the past 2 years. I see people's names as names on screen, not people's faces and names. There was a couple of guys that I spoke to at Harrogate. I didn't have a bloody clue. Didn't have a clue until I got back home, and then I realised who they were. I was like, oh. Introduce! Who are you? Unless I've spoken to you before and I know your face, legs of Andy and stuff. No idea. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming on this evening. I say apologies for my lateness, and things will improve going forward as well. But I look forward to seeing everybody on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and I shall catch us all next week. Hopefully I will have a video up for yourselves, depending on what the Wi-Fi and everything's like down there. If not, I'll put it up when I come back on the Monday. So take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one. See you later.